so much gravity magic, dude.
Dude, he's got.
He
There's
just doesn't
just
stop.
gravity. There's gravity inside me. I'm nothing but. I'm just gravity, Jesse.
Oh, dude, you're doing so good. Oh, no! I'm nothing but gravity.
Jesse, it really is a shame, and this is so old that it's not even worth saying, but why is it always such a long time between when I have to do this?
Dan, it feels like we've been doing this forever, though. Like me and you and
But,
me.
but like,
The eternal circle.
we haven't fought Radon in like 2 weeks.
Do you remember his moves?
Jesse,
Give
no,
me a
I don't
breakdown of
remember
what
anything. He has that one where he flies up in the air where you just have to run. I know that. He didn't shoot out.
Yeah.
Doesn't he like usually come at me in the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, that was way too
he
early.
Does that one. He does that one, but he just waited. Just to throw you off. Like he's gaslighting you now. Alright, well, it's time to get back in the swing of it. Like, I know you're a busy little boy today. You got things to do, clubs to go to.
I mean, I'm busy every day, but this is, I mean, I know it blows your mind that you're now an hour behind. So essentially, I am an hour behind every Saturday waiting for you.
No.
I'm not blaming you for that, Jesse. I know I rush you.
No,
I'm not
blame
blaming
the
you.
farmers.
I'm blaming.
I don't. You shouldn't blame me. It's not my fault.
Well, no, but that's why I'm just saying, like, I don't, whenever I send you messages like, hey, hurry up, it's not because I don't think it's your fault, but just everything's an hour behind now. So I need to make sure you're operating on a good speed.
Blame the farmers, man. Call up the first farmer you can find in the Farmer's Almanac and give him peace of your mind.
So what we got today, Jesse, because we finished all the wine, right? And we had the sparkling wine, and that's how we ended it.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, I thought we went for the plum wine, right? The umeshu today.
Oh, hell yeah. That's the good stuff, too.
And I thought there's a couple ways to go about this, right? Like, should you pick the cheapest one? You know what I mean? To do what we were doing before. But I decided to pick one that cost about 700 yen, which was in the price range. That was in the price range of like the gulpable Spaniard and some of the other good ones. To try to like get a good comparison, you know what I mean? To see what's better bang for your buck if you're in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
The smell isn't great, but I don't think the smell is ever particularly good.
Are you drinking out of like little paper cups like I always see them do in like movies or on YouTube?
Why do they drink out of paper cups? It typically comes in a little glass cup.
I feel like every time I see them drinking like plum wine or whatever, it's like always in these like little paper cups. And like sake. It's always in like little paper cups.
I mean, I like that.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't like. I hope you don't like it too much because you can't be throwing just to be drinking the plum wine. You gotta earn your plum wine in these parts.
Yeah, I mean, I just like plum wine, though. But I can understand why some people might not.
I think I've had it once. I think I didn't mind it too much.
Yeah, but I guess, like, maybe if someone doesn't like sour things, maybe, because it does have that bit of that sourness.
Gives a little character. You ever see those, like, little... Speaking of, like, what you drink sake or plum wine out of, like... I think it's like traditional, like these like little wooden boxes that look almost
yeah, you get that sometimes.
That looks like the worst drinking of ever.
Yeah, I mean it's not great.
The Japanese weren't cooking with that one. Like sometimes they're cooking. Like when they made like upskirts, they were cooking. When they made the little boxes, they were not.
Yeah, can't say I'm the biggest fan of those.
Upskirts or boxes?
The boxes to drink out of. They kind of suck.
Oh, okay. But you love upskirts.
I mean, that's not really my thing. No. I could be okay with the upskirt if the girl is like intentionally giving the upskirt. You know what I mean? But it doesn't do anything for me if it's just like an accident.
Really?
Or if like the guy, or if you're doing it nefariously. Obviously not that I'm doing that, but like to me, it's like the girl doing it purposely is what makes it sexy, if anything. Because I just
Yeah,
feel
I don't.
guilty
I agree. I don't
otherwise.
like the nefarious. I don't feel guilty if it's like normal, but like I don't like the nefarious like one. Except for well, did I ever talk about this? Like where like
Maybe
the
I'm
moment
starting to
I
think you
learned
maybe
my
you shouldn't.
fetish. It's not no. Well, okay. I was like in kindergarten, so I can't be incriminated. I
Okay.
don't think.
The statute of
But
limitations is passed.
this is I think I can trace like what I'm into way back to kindergarten. Because
Then
when
when you
I
fell
went
on
to a
that
Catholic.
Fisher Price like playhouse.
No, did we ever even talk about that? I mean, I'll talk about that in a second if we need to bring that up again. I'm not sure if we ever talked about that originally, but I went to like a Catholic
I think
kindergarten, so we all had to wear uniforms, and the girls obviously had to wear skirts. And like one day, I discovered if I just like laid on and rolled around on the ground like a worm, I could just be in upskirt city. And like even as a kindergarten, when I had no sexuality, I was like, I love this. Like this is my favorite thing ever. So I would just like roll around on the ground constantly. Oh hell yeah, that's huge. And
I
I
didn't
think
even
I
know
can
that could
trace
happen.
everything I'm into back to that like one moment. The
Yeah, I
jump.
mean, that's what I like about you, Jesse. You knew what you were after from the get-go, right? Like you haven't been playing any games.
It's a
You
blessing and a curse.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's just immune to damage when he's doing that shit.
These anime bullshit.
He's got too much anime bullshit.
There it is. Oh my god, that's so much damage. Holy.
Really does.
Oh, come on,
He's got
dude.
so much
Fuck
anime
off.
bullshit.
I don't... Because we're doing really good there. I guess, like, we can't back off too much because then Pot Junior won't fight him. But, like, we need to, like, have Pot Junior draw some aggro.
I guess I just need to get closer, but he explodes so much. That's what, like, how do I avoid his exploding energy power?
Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's brutal, man.
I can't avoid the explosion.
That wasn't a bad run, though. Like, I don't think we've completely lost the thread here. Like, we're still holding on. But yeah, just for everybody that's, like, out in the cold here, I think I was also, it was probably around the same time. Maybe I was a little older. But I was, like, in my room after our shower, so I was just naked Jesse, just, like, fucking around. And, like, I, like, was pulling on something, or I, like, tripped, and I fell, and I fucking sat right on top of one of those, like, Fisher Price castles, and, like, part of it went straight up my butthole. Like, just violently. It violently went up my butthole. And it was so unpleasant. It was like, I knew immediately. I was like, I'm not into that. Like, that's definitely not what I'm into.
Oh, it's great because it starts off like every story where someone is making an excuse. Like for some reason you just happen to be naked. Like, yeah, I was just naked for some reason. I was just naked, kind of messing around. It was a total accident, though.
You think I did it intentionally?
No, I don't. But the way you start the story sounds like it is.
I see. I'm not making any excuses. If I was into stuff in my butt, I would let everybody know proudly. You know?
Yeah. Understandable.
I've never tried anything up the peen hole, but like
That just sounds
means...
horrifying to me.
Do you know what the technical term for it is?
Sounding?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
That the other day. No, yeah, that's it. Oh, fuck off.
I don't know why it's called that, but I'm familiar with the information.
It's kind of a cool word. It sounds like an Overwatch ability or something. Like it's like the sounding. Like, oh shit, he's doing a big sounding. You know? Because I think I was like I would never try that just because of that one Reddit story, the one that everybody thinks of when they think of sound.
Yeah.
You know the one.
Mm-hmm.
With magnet balls.
No,
Yeah.
don't talk about it.
Everybody just you could figure it out just based off context. If
This
I
has
did
been a
have to stick
dirty,
something on
dirty
my dick,
episode.
though- well, I know. I'm saying though, if I did have to stick something on my dick though, I think what I would do is probably put a Pocky up there. I think a Pocky would be good.
No, they're too thick, man. I feel like there's gotta be like a special equipment that's built for like this. I
Yeah, I
wouldn't
have
stick.
a wide hole. And the bee just like it just falls out of me like a bucket.
But like either way, I would not stick anything up there that's not made to be stuck up there. I don't even want to stick that up there though. But, like
What if it was a Pocky that you licked all the chocolate off of? So
no,
it's just
because like the human body is weird, and what if it's one of those things where it's like that bacteria from your mouth's not made to go that deep inside, and if it does, it's gonna like give you some kind of weird infection or something.
the Pocky.
Dude, I hate when he like does that juke on me. It makes me look like a chump.
He was so close to breaking too. Oh, he grabbed Pot Junior. Man, I can't believe. Oh, go ahead.
I don't want anything put inside me.
Yeah, I mean that's about right. I like it. Like I like to like pick stuff out of my belly button, but that's not very deep. Like every once in a while, I look in there and there's like a bunch of lint, and I get to pull it out, which is nice.
But if that's stuff coming out, that's not stuff going in. You don't enjoy the lint going in.
Well, I have to stick my finger in my belly button. It's not a terrible feeling.
I just think I'm glad that I'm not gay. Because then you kind of almost have to be into it. You know what I mean? Have we talked about this before?
No, we talk about this all the time, but like we could just be a top, right? Like that could just be a top thing.
We were just talking about this, yeah. But then you almost seem like you're being a
Exactly,
selfish lover there, right? And you like, would you ever like feel guilty about it? But just being attracted to dudes doesn't mean you want to have stuff inside you.
I guess they gotta overcome that fear.
Yeah, it just that seems like a rough. Like it's so unfair. Those types of things.
Oh, dude, it is because I think one of the worst things I've ever felt in my life. Oh, you rolled too early. Was whenever I had really bad hemorrhoids and they had to. Okay, this might be a little graphic, but
I don't want to hear this.
They call it rubber banding. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't want to though. That we don't need to talk about your hemorrhoids. Can't you talk about something? Like, can we lighten this episode up a bit?
Okay, we gotta get off the
What's happening
dirty
here?
topic. We're just nasty, dirty boys. This is a little lighter. Is that I'm starting to understand the pain of like breastfeeding.
What the fuck is like? I don't even. This episode is cursed. Jeffrey, you shouldn't even put this one up. Just start the next episode saying how many times we died in this one, because this one can't go out to the public.
This one isn't that dirty. I'm moving on to something more comical, because we just got a new puppy, and I never have a shirt on, but she is so attracted to biting my nipples, and it's the worst. Every time I'm like wrestling with her without a shirt on, she just goes for the nips, and it's like, oh my god, this is rough. Like I can't even imagine.
I mean, and puppies have such sharp teeth too.
Yeah, and I've got such sharp nips. It's like sharp on sharp.
Do you feel like you have powerful nipples?
No, definitely not. It's super weak. I think that's one of those things though. Like, girls underestimate. Like, I think girls underestimate like guys' weaknesses, or they don't understand guys' weaknesses. Because like obviously you hit somebody in the nuts, like it hurts. Like a man, it's their most vulnerable place. But I think men are. I think the other weak points, nips for sure, because like nobody ever messes with our nips, so we don't get our nips messed with very much. So we're not used to it. But also, like whenever somebody pulls my hair, that fucking hurts so much. But like women are just so used to it because they brush their hair out and stuff constantly.
But I think they understand that getting your hair pulled hurts. I don't think that would be surprising to them.
I think they have a higher pain tolerance to it, though.
I think you're just weak in body and spirit.
Really? Because you watch those videos of girls fighting, and they just grab each other's hair. It's fucking crazy. Like, I would be done if somebody grabbed my hair, like, a single time.
But you also have, like, thick, curlier hair, so I think that makes it worse. I don't think it's that you're a guy that makes it bad. I think it's your hair itself that makes it bad.
Charge up, charge up.
It doesn't last as long as you think it does.
That was pretty good. There we go. That's some good charge. I think we do like maybe 1 or 2 more jumps and he's done. He's oh. You do the anime one now.
I'm just dead.
And the big one. How did we not dodge those rocks? Because if we would have broke him there, we would have been in his name there, which would have been very close.
Been in his name like a Pocky in your penis.
Dan, I'm trying to get away from the filth, and you're dragging us back in. You're like the claws coming up from the ground in the Evil Dead and just dragging us back into the filth here.
That's all I got. I can't think about anything else. Sometimes
Wow.
before an episode, I'll think of things I want to talk to you about, but like I don't have anything right now.
That's all right. I'll carry the conversation.
I feel like I didn't have a very eventful week. I feel like. I mean, I have some stuff to talk about, but I can't talk about it today. I have to wait till tomorrow.
What? Okay.
Because it'll be better. It'll be better conversation for what we record tomorrow.
Oh, I see. Our secret recording schedule. Nobody.
I mean,
knows.
it's gonna be Hollow Cure.
Oh no. I'm excited about that though, because I was in a pretty bad place when we recorded the last Hollow Cure. I was so faded. Like, I'm sure it came across in the episodes. Like, I haven't even bothered to watch them because that's probably my worst material ever. Like, but like, I was so faded. Like, I had been like, I was like, oh, I'm probably fine to record. And then the minute I sat down, I was like, I'm trying not to fall asleep. I was like dying. Because like, I had gone out, I was drinking all day at like a Friendsgiving, and then we went out at night for the holiday thing. Ugh, and that fucking polar bear.
Mm-hmm. He did you
I do
dirty.
remember talking about the polar bear. Yeah, he did me dirty. Man, fuck that guy.
I don't even think he was a real polar bear.
Oh my gosh, he did us dirty there. Holy.
Yeah, sometimes you get done. Sometimes you do.
Sometimes you get the Radon, and sometimes the Radon gets you.
I'll tell you
it's a
something,
circle,
Jesse,
but-
that I don't care about at all.
Mhm.
And that's Marvel Rivals.
Oh, dude. You're in the group chat. Did you see what I was saying?
What group chat?
My brother-in-law's group chat, because I posted in the gaming general. I was like, hey, I've been playing a lot of Overwatch lately. If anybody wants to join me, like if they've never played or if they played, like I'm down for whatever.
No, I didn't
And
see
then
that.
Colin
No.
immediately, the first thing Colin said, instead of being like, oh yeah, does anybody want to play like Overwatch, was like, he was like, oh well, Marvel Rivals just came out today. I was like, I don't know what that is. And he's like, it's like Overwatch except Marvel. And I'm like, I could not give a fuck. Like, I'm
Right,
sure
okay,
it's
so
not.
we're on the same page.
Yeah, I think everybody's just done with Marvel. Like, they should probably just cancel Marvel for the next 10 years. and
I
then we'll,
thought
like,
I thought that, but everyone's fucking talking about this dumb game.
I
and
need to
every-
look at it. I haven't even looked at it. Is it on Steam?
It is, and all of the people, like, not that I watch that many people, but all the streamers are just like, oh, is Overwatch dead? Like, Marvel Rivals is like gonna be the game of the future. It's like, it's not. It's gonna be popular for like a month, and then no one's ever gonna play it again.
Cel-shaded. It's like that cel-shaded animation. Is it all third person?
Yeah, it's third person.
I hate that.
I know, me too.
I do like the theme song though. It's like anime as fuck. Did you watch the theme song?
No.
It goes pretty hard. It's like straight anime. Oh, Squirrel Girl's in it, Dan? You didn't say that. Oh, speaking of Squirrel Girl, Dan, holy shit, did you see? They're putting her in something. Do you know who's playing her?
Inside you? Ooh.
What? No.
Who's playing?
Guess. Just I want to guess. Like,
How
who's the
could I
most-
possibly guess who's gonna play Squirrel Girl?
You wouldn't get it in a million years, Dan. Like, it's because she's not even a real actress. Well, that's actually kind of
What?
derogatory, but it's the fucking AT&T girl with the nice boobs.
No
The one that
way.
everybody goes crazy about. Yeah. Like she like wore a dress once, and then the internet was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, like you can never live this down again."
Why is that Squirrel Girl? What is Squirrel Girl
Yeah.
even gonna be in?
I don't know. I just saw it was like a news article that came up on Reddit. I think. Oh, that's so good. That's the perfect time to break him. All right, yeah, keep on. Keep on.
I don't think you have to worry about me. I keep.
Need to tumble you. We gotta heal or get out of here.
We just take the hit.
Yeah. It's not that bad, honestly, if we don't get hit by the follow-up stuff.
Problem is, oh god, he's hitting Pod Junior, but it's still fucking me up.
So much gravity magic, dude.
Dude, he's got.
Dude,
There's gravity. There's gravity inside me. I'm nothing but. I'm just gravity, Jesse.
Oh, dude, you're doing so good. Oh, no! I'm nothing but gravity. That's perfect. I mean, that's very, what's the word? Timely as well. Everybody's going to see, Wicked. I haven't seen it yet. But...
Are they?
Did you hear what they're fucking doing?
What are you talking about?
They split it into 2 parts.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that a while ago, didn't we?
Oh, did we? Oh,
because
fuck.
the issue is the second half of Wicked, nothing happens in it. So like that's gonna be the second one is gonna be terrible. They shouldn't even make it.
That is, I mean, yeah, basically, defying gravity is like the.
It's the end of the movie. What
like,
happens after that?
Well, she has that really good song where she says, "No good deed goes unpunished." That one's pretty good. She's singing a bunch of nonsense.
Hey, give me a break here for a minute, will you? Will your jazz, buddy?
Yeah, I back to Marvel Rivals though. Like, if it's in third person, I could not give less of a fuck. Especially, like, I already didn't give a fuck, but then even less. And like, I don't think people understand. Like, Overwatch gets a lot of shit because Blizzard does have predatory practices, but it is such a polished game. Like, and it's free to play. Like, it is a gem in our midst. Like, I'll be a Blizzard, or I mean, I'll be an Overwatch stan here.
I will too.
I think it's a good game.
Because I think a lot of the biggest things that people complain about with Overwatch, I don't care about. Like, I don't. But anytime someone brings up like there's no like PvE stuff, I can only think like good. I don't want that in my game. Like, I hate that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, that was supposed to be a thing.
I wouldn't have played it anyway. I'm glad it's not there. I get all the hate for that, but fuck it. And I don't care about their predatory cosmetics because it doesn't mean anything to me.
Because they have a cool terrorist robot.
Yeah. I wish they made him more of a terrorist.
Played in a while? He has some really good voice lines.
I mean, I did just play with you like a couple days ago.
Well, yeah, but we didn't play like a lot. Like I haven't heard probably like 30, 40%.
Yes, I know what you mean. I don't listen to his voice.
But he has some really good lines with like Zen, and he had some other really good ones. I'm forgetting who they were with though. They were just like excellent. Like, I was like, oh man, I love this terrorist robot. He's my favorite.
Okay, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I forgot you can't damage him when he does the power of anime.
You know who doesn't have any voice lines as well as no skins? Venture has like no dialogue with anybody ever.
Because Venture doesn't even have dialogue with the Blizzard like executives. Like,
I fucking love that character though. That is easily Dan. I hate to say it because I've been such a Moira main for the entire time. Well, that's not true. I played Zen for a little bit, but I was terrible at it. But I really like Venture. I think.
Why do you have to hate this? You don't have to hate to say it. That's fine.
Well, I just like because I don't even have like a third, even a fourth of the time on her as I do as Moira. But like, she's just so fun. It like fits my playstyle perfectly.
Yes, but okay. Like I don't think you need to.
Everything is on 3 buttons, Dan. You don't have to. I can shoot. I can do a drill dash, and I can go underground. Those are the only. But he's done, dude. This is it. He's cooked. Heal, heal, heal. Maybe a crab for the road. Oh, baby. It
Oh,
looks like we're going to the club early today. We didn't even
oh,
finish
I
our
didn't even
plum
use my
wine.
wondrous physic or the crab.
Yeah, dude.
You always try to trick me into thinking those things matter, but they don't.
Man, we just needed to talk about. I can't believe of all the interesting things we talked about during that fight, we had to end on like talking about how cool Venture was, even though nobody likes her.
I mean, I like Venture too to play as.
Yeah.
Where do I go?
Yeah, isn't this kind of lame? Let's like look. Doesn't it look like you should be able to go up there? It looks
Yeah, I
very
thought I
important.
would.
I mean, this is where America. Oh my gosh, I gotta remember lore now for a second.
Actually you
This is
don't need to, but where am I supposed to go?
these are the gates of divinity, and this is why a lot of people are upset here
Oh,
because
there's your thing.
there's yeah, there's a thing, but then that's it. There's nothing else. There's like a really bad kind of boring cutscene that doesn't really tell you that much, and then that's it. There's no more.
Let us go together. What if I
But
just
that's
don't
where
touch it?
America. Well, I mean, the DLC's over either way, but
Oh,
the
okay.
touching is gives you a little bit of closure, I guess. It's not even the closure that you would want. I was so disappointed. Like I actually had to Google. I was like, what is the end of the that's just strength all the way to the end.
I'm glad we're finally on the same
78.
page.
Because we know they were done. We beat I mean, there's no more Elden Ring. We did it with our sunflower. How do you feel?
This is such a good build right here. I think let before we do touch that bullshit, let us take a minute. What was the best pot drip? Like the best pot look,
Like my
including
favorite
weapons. Yeah,
of all time?
of all
Oh
time.
wow. I'm not gonna lie, I was like a really big fan of like the kilt outfit with the bear hat. I like
Okay,
the
when we were
bear
just
hat
like
kilt.
the barbarian.
I'm trying to remember what we wore in the base game that much though. What like I can't even remember. It's been so
We
long.
wore like a lot of the dark stuff. We wore that like Dark Knight. We wore the assassin stuff for a bit.
Yeah,
Obviously, there was Mecha Pot.
I mean Mecha Pot's the most powerful pot, but yeah, I think it's gotta be. I really like the kilt and the bear hat though. I was a big fan of that.
I
But
was
we
I,
could.
I was a big
Oh
fan of the
god.
bird. The bird was nice.
Alright.
This is also good because the sunflowers have really grown on me.
I mean, they're perfect for like. I remember the first thing you said was like, "I want the dumbest, biggest thing I could wield," and this is pretty fucking dumb and
This,
big.
and then
So,
you gave me the second one, which really kind of sealed the deal for us.
I mean, I can't even. You can't even see pot half the time because they take up half the screen.
Yeah,
Like,
which is obnoxious.
but
All right, let's end
I
this.
mean, this. I think this
Where
this
did the
this
thing?
look we have right now is perfect. Like, we look like an Elden Lord. Like, we are the king of kings here. We
I hate
could
when
go
people
get like
touch my memories.
We could go get Radon's second, like his cool armor, the one that we just fought him in,
Nah,
and that could be our ending armor. And his swords, you can
hold
get
on. I'm
his
trying to
sword.
figure. I'm big in the lore, Jesse. So
Okay.
don't interrupt me when I'm. Uh huh. Uh huh. You're no, you're not. You're nothing.
If we honor our part of the vow,
Uh huh. Uh huh. Uh huh.
promise me you'll be my consort.
That's literally it. Isn't that fucking lame? We didn't get anything from that. We already knew he was his consort.
I'll make the
Like you,
world a gentler place.
That's so disappointing. I thought he would do have some like crazy fucked up shit that he was like.
yeah, or like some sort of serious lorddom. There is a little bit. I think. Oh yeah, we got a new crown. We got a new crown.
Oh shit! Does it have hair?
No, there's no hair on this one. We get our bowl cut.
You can't even see it through the bowl cut. This is peak. This is peak.
Wait, can you get near our wall so I can see it better? I can't even see what I'm looking at. It's so shiny.
The crown is inside his bowl cut, Jesse. You can see it poking out a little bit. Like you see it
I
through the hair.
mean, wow, that looks really bad. I mean, it looks kind of cool.
We've done
Whatever.
it. This is it. That boss fight was worth it just for this crown. I almost wish there was more game now that we finally completed our look.
Let's just for the sake of it, let's go back to the round table hold real quick. Just because there is actually some interesting lore, some actual interesting lore that you can get. Oh yeah, we got his stuff too. His stuff.
Who's this guy?
You can look like Griffith. That's your boy, the old man,
Oh, the bird.
the bird man. His stuff's pretty
I
cool.
feel like we've had that conversation 10 times.
You did. You never know who that guy is. Every time you're like, who's this guy? I've never seen this man before in my life.
I don't think I have.
Go to the finger reader, bitch. That gives you stuff.
Who, this lady?
No, the dead one with the fingers.
Oh, well, they're dead.
Yeah, but you can still read the lore of the stuff. You don't need to buy it. Because there is actually an interesting piece of lore on one of the things, if I can remember what.
I don't read.
Yeah, I think it's there. Okay, so there's his armor. No, down. Down, 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 down. Over. See how like that's his old armor, but this is like his shiny new armor.
Oh yeah, the young lion.
Does it have? I think this has the stuff maybe.
How do I
hit X? Yeah, here it is. The golden armor worn by Radon in his younger years, proudly adorned with heroic red accents, fitting attire for a lion. When Melania, the blade of Mikola, let her wrought flower blossom in Aeonia, Radon heard her murmur in his ear, "Mikola awaits thee, O promised consort." So, it was kind of an inside job. This is what we're learning. Whenever Radon and Melania fought in what's it called, Caelid, Mikola had put her up to that to specifically like kind of like end his life, but also so that he could bring him back as his consort, but also to like let him know like, hey, my brother wants to fuck you. I guess I don't. It's kind of an interesting lore thing. Because there is, you probably haven't seen it, but the original trailer for Elden Ring, you can watch the Radon and Melania fight, and there's a part where she stops on his back before she explodes into a big flower, and she whispers in his ear, and we're learning what that means now. That's pretty much it.
My favorite part of all of this is that when I opened this, you started reading it to me because you correctly assumed that I wasn't going to.
That's like what my like favorite like from soft like streamers or like YouTubers do. Like they like read the lore, so I felt like kind of important for a second, being able to actually like read the lore and break it down.
I can't break these shares. I can break them first.
All right.
All right.
We beat Elden Ring.
Man, Elden Ring is
Nothing
such a
more
good
left.
game.
You think so? After you do complain about it a lot.
But I've said this before, and I've said it many times. When I'm doing it, I complain a lot because I'm a little bitch, and like I get upset because it's so hard. But once it's over, I look back and like, yeah, that was fun. I like this game.
No, I'm glad you think so. I think, yeah, it's one of the best games ever made up to this point, I would say. I mean, especially since you've had to play like a couple or at least one other Souls-like that wasn't made by Miyazaki. So you have something to compare.
I
to
think
as far as quality.
it's too. I never like it when people try to say like is the best game ever or whatnot because different types of games are so different. But in this, like, I don't think this game could really be. For me, it's good. Like, it can't be better than what it is. It's the best of it. What it is. It's great.
Yeah. Well, tune in. I don't know. Sometime in the future, we'll probably be playing Sekiro at some point.
Oh, do we have to?
I mean, that is the Japanese one. It's in Japanese, Dan. We can put you to the test here. Don't even need subtitles. You can just translate it all for me.
Something tells me that it uses language that I wouldn't know, that I don't come across in my day-to-day life.
Well, you don't talk about the tainted ape of the well or whatever.
No, not as much as you would hope. What are we gonna play next, though?
One. I mean, are we gonna talk about this on the recording? I mean,
I mean, we might
I
as well
think we
talk about
got
it now. Like, what are we gonna play next?
we gotta finish the quarry, and we're just playing Hollow Live until we're done with it, and then we'll probably get back to our roots, Dan. Probably get back to roots and maybe play some Resident Evil. I think is probably what we're gonna do.
But there are no more Resident Evil games. What are you talking about? What Resident Evil?
You never played 7 or 8, which are bangers
Oh, the
in
first
their own
person
right.
ones?
Yeah, they're very good though.
I don't want to.
We can talk about it. We also have Sekiro, but you might need a break from Souls likes for a little bit. We'll take a break from Souls likes.
Okay.
Oh, Indiana Jones.
Oh shit, is that out?
The first reviews just came out. It's not out yet for us, but I got like an 87 on Metacritic or something like that.
But it's
I
got
don't know how
100 in our
real that
hearts.
is. Well, we're buying it if it's bad. And Dan, I'm kind of worried that you're gonna hate it because I think it's gonna be a lot of just story and cutscenes. But I guess we'll see.
I don't like cutscenes or story.
Apparently, it plays kind of like the first Wolfenstein a little bit. If you played like the newer Wolfenstein game, like it's a little bit like that.
Can you do an outro bit?
No, do I have to?
Can I also talk about how in the Pokemon outro bit how wrong we were like so quickly in our Pokemon trivia?
I saw Jeffrey. It was very funny because you're like, "That's the only one. There's no other ones." And Jeffrey was like,
And then
"There's not
so
even a single other one."
there was a single other one, so I was wrong on. And then the next episode, we were both talking about Zigzagoon as if it was a Gen 2 Pokemon, when it definitely isn't.
Oh, what is it?
It's from
Is it
Gen 3.
Gen 3. Oh,
But we were both so
It's-
confident in our wrongness.
that's all right. Like,
And
I
then
haven't
the-
played a Pokemon game. In
Then
10
the very next episode, I couldn't think of Mamoswine, and it's like, nope, doesn't exist. There's nothing.
What was the question about Mamoswine?
It was about an ice ground type,
Oh, okay.
and I couldn't do it. So that we have failed horribly in that.
I think for our outro bit here, we should just like take a moment and just say like what our favorite moment of the Elden Ring playthrough was. Like the whole
Of specifically the DLC or all of it?
thing. No, the whole thing. If you can remember something from the original bit.
Probably fighting like Radon the first time was the best.
Mm. Yeah, we put our hearts into that one. But it took us a minute. And I was proud of you because you didn't summon.
Didn't summon. I didn't have Pot Junior or any other summons. That was the most times we ever fought a boss. I spent so long in that fight.
That was before Mr. Jelly. That's probably my favorite moment is when we were fighting Morgoth, the Omen King.
Oh, and
you
I
were
was just
so
belligerently drunk.
You were so drunk and you were so angry. It was great. Also,
Mr.
whenever
Jelly
you
and
killed that-
Melania or whoever.
Yeah. No, and then whenever you killed that guy and you got that drop that I had farmed for like 2 hours for immediately. That was pretty good.
All right.
All right, say goodbye, Pot. Goodbye, Pot. We'll never see you again.
Oh,
Never
you're
again.
dead now.
You're dead. You'll live on in our hearts, but you're dead in real life. Goodbye.